Where is Summer Wells? Unravel the mystery 5 years later.
In place for information leading to the whereabouts of Summer Wells. A $10,000.
That sucks. Only $10,000. You've got $1.25 million on the table for Guthrie, but you got $10,000 after 5 years. I mean, what? Okay. There's no. Okay, let's continue. Man.
Reward. If you know or think you know anything about the disappearance of this little girl, please dial toll-free 800-TBI-FIND. Repeat, 800-824-3463. We remember an American hero, Officer Stuart Beasley.
All right, guys. Summer Wells needs to be solved. This is the topic. It's been 5 years, and I'm grateful for the interview room because they really do fantastic work. He's over there right now. I mean, they're far ahead. They started a couple hours ago, but they're interviewing Don Wells' stepsister, Mary, 5 years later.
You know, I brought another guy along here tonight. I hope you're okay with that.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys want to watch a few minutes of that with me, and then we can drop you off, let me know. Also, don't forget, Montana Mystic says, Jay, I see you younger every time I see you. Maybe it's the hair dyeing. That's a good thing, right? I'll be 47 next month. It's Leo season, baby. Okay, so what happened to it is what I want to know. It was 73,000. Where did it go? All right, let's watch this for a bit together.
Yeah, and seeing how I figured we'd kick off, go back a couple of years because we were all in this thing together 5 years ago, and we're still here. And for those of you that don't know that Josh from the lab, he and I did a lot of programs together early on with Married, and I figured it would be apropos to have him here as well. So let me get Josh in here. There he is.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
How are you doing? Good to
I love that when they team up like this. I love it. And that's what they're doing right now. Rightfully so. I mean, the interview room has done a fantastic job of the coverage. I got it at 1.5 speed for a little bit.
see you both, and thanks for having me. It means a lot.
Yes, absolutely. And so a lot of people, Mary, are not familiar with your connection to Summer Wells. Since, this case is kind of been going in different ways, right? Sometimes it's dormant, sometimes it's it's
I don't know, man.
Why don't we start this off with you explaining to the audience who you are and what your connection is to Summer? Is that okay?
Yeah. So I am Donnie's stepsister. I've known him since I was about 5 years old. Him and his dad and my mom got together and got married in, I think I was about 12 years old.
I just want to hear a little bit. I've never heard any of what his stepsister has said about him, right? We've heard a lot of things, but I haven't heard that one. Thank you, Sandy, for letting us know that. So the court later awarded the leftover reward money to Child Advocacy Center. Well, that's good. Man, there's a lot of and rightfully so, right? There's a lot of, and I'm not innocent of that either, but there's a lot of misinformation out there about these cases because people want to get on it and they want to get first. I want the first info, but the first info is not always right. So then you get this rumor, right? I mean, I spread the rumor myself last week about Savannah Guthrie paying over $500,000 to a private eye. That's not the case at all. She gave $500,000 to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, but she has not paid a private eye $500,000. So there's just really, it's wild to see how things get changed around like that. Right? Do you watch? I do not. I am not a fan. But yeah, I mean, is there some kind of coverage? But no. Is this Jeannie? This is Mary. Hold on.
Hi. And so, so I'm Summer's aunt, and
it's Summer's aunt, Dawn's stepsister, Mary.
I started getting into, when she ended up missing, and so yeah.
And so Dawn, for the audience, if you're not familiar, Dawn is Summer's dad, biological father. And so some of the childhood and family dynamics with Don, and Don's going to be our clarity of focus tonight. We're going to follow the bouncing ball on one Don Wells, just like we did yesterday for Candace. Now I'm getting a bunch of wind coming into, I don't know if there's a fan nearby or anything like that, just so we know, just no worries.
It looks like his back there, like it's blowing.
That said, so Marion, she has a sister named Jeannie, and Mary and Jeannie are biological sisters, and they grew up in a blended family after their mother married Don's father.
I know.
And Don lived with them and in the state of Utah as their stepbrother. And
we just love celebrating the whole month, Mo. I just got back from a trip with the wife, and she's a Gemini. It's Gemini season, but Leo season's coming. But first, it's Cancer season. All right, let's continue. Let's listen to this for a bit. I tried to get a summary, but it's live, so they wouldn't give me one.
And when Jeannie was very young and when Mary was very young, they both reported being SA'd. Jeannie specifically, starting at the age of 5, and it continued for many, many years.
You hear this?
And Mary was also victimized. And they were very strong, very powerful, came out about 4.5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, when Summer went missing.
You hear
and
that?
they had reached out to law enforcement to tell them their story, and that they were very concerned with the disappearance of Summer. And for Jeannie, the abuse started at the age of 5, and it lasted over 7 years. And all of those cases were reported to law enforcement. Law enforcement investigated it. They even contacted and interviewed Don. But unfortunately, the statute of limitations had expired in the state of Utah. So neither Mary nor Jeannie have ever received justice in the court of law for the abuse that they endured at the hands of Donnie and his
You hear that?
Mike. She has spoken about this very bravely. I've always considered her an amazing advocate for women's rights and SA victims' rights, as well as she has empowered many, many women.
I mean, I can see why the interview room is just on this case. And you're right. I mean, Cynthia, when you look at this picture, right? When I look at this picture, it gives me the icks bad. And I don't know why. And it's not because she's not cute. I have pictures of Baby Guilty when she was little and dirty, and we're at the ranch. But this just gives me an icky feeling, this picture. Anything that Don is in and the things that he says about little girls and children. And there you go, Synth. You're right. Damn. I've only been on YouTube for a little over 2 years. This is the 5-year anniversary of Summer Wells missing. So that gives you perspective on the information that these people have that have been following this case.
Who are potentially dealing with that violence. And so Mary's spoken about the broader family environment to us, to both Josh and I, including generational issues and how Don's behavior fit into this. And so once Summer went missing, they had reached out to law enforcement there in Hawkins County to report their incidents and basically tell them that they needed to take a hard look at their stepbrother. Mm-hmm. Did I miss something, Mary?
No, I'm just agreeing with you. So, yeah.
Okay. Keep me on the straight and narrow as you always.
And guys, you guys know boys. That happens to boys as well. Does it make you wonder if Don was doing that to the children, the boys as well? I mean, these predators don't have boundaries. What's up, Vermont? Hey, did you forget about me? I haven't seen you. Did you notice it looks like she's wearing mascara in the picture? I don't know how anybody could let that man raise a child ever. I don't know. That's what we're talking about right here. His stepsister's talking about how he used to do that with the other children. They all did.
Boys did.
Right.
But the interesting thing about that, they gave some tremendous insight in Don's personality and Don's behavior.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And as a result of that, Mary's been able to provide a perspective on Don's history, his patterns of denial and minimalization, how he frames incidents, and his family interactions, and how he hid his behavior, not only from his parents, but from other people around him in the circle of of his influence
You should be locked
and
up.
his family interactions.
Damn,
and
dude.
She's also been an advocate, noting how his public statements don't quite align with his and hers lived experiences.
I'm gonna go a little bit more forward because I mean, again, we're at 1.5, and this is a long stream. I just want to give you an idea what's going on.